Hello guys, if you're watching this video right now, I assume you already read the title. You're here to learn more about this programming language called Assembly. Now, Assembly is an extremely low-level programming language, not exactly machine code, but close enough, and you're able to directly interact with the BIOS, the CPU, and basically the hardware of your computer. It's really useful. It's not really useful for much, just really useful for designing kernels, operating systems, and bootloaders. So let's get started. It's really confusing, so I'm going to do my best to explain it to the best of my ability so that you can understand. Alright, before we write our actual program, I think you need to understand something about what these registers are. So there are four of them, or rather four main ones. And if you're using 64-bit like I am, then they are as follows: EAX, EBX, ECX, and EDX. Now, each one of them has a individual purpose. For example, EAX is the system call number register, and basically that's like your verb, the action. Now, you usually put in a single digit integer that represents what are you trying to do, your action. And generally, there are six most commonly used ones. Those are sys exit, sys fork, sys read, sys write, sys open, and sys close. They are represented by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 respectively. So basically, if you want to move like open into the EAX register, you do move EAX comma open would be 5. So move EAX 5. And then if you want to do something like write, which is outputting a variable or something, then you do move EAX comma 4, which is the name for write. Next up is the EBX register. The EBX register is sort of like the where. Like, where are you outputting the file? Like, where are you outputting whatever data you're doing? So, like, which shell are you outputting it in? And generally, you just put in 1, as in the shell that you use to run the command. Because if you do other ones, then it's going to pop up in some other terminal, and it's going to completely screw you up. But if you want to use other ones, go ahead. But generally, I just put in 1. So move EBX comma 1 to output the whatever data in the main shell. Next is the ECX register. The ECX register is sort of like the what. What are you doing this with? So basically, if you're trying to output a file, or output a string or something, then you would do move ECX and then put in the variable name for your string, or move ECX 5 for the integer 5. Our final register is the EDX register. This one handles how much memory in bytes we're going to allocate to this operation. So, for example, if we are trying to output hello, then that would take up 5 bytes because each ASCII character takes up 1 byte. So we're going to do move EDX comma 5. Alright guys, we're going to start the coding now. Before you start coding, I'm going to ask you to at least have some copy of some kind of Linux operating system installed on your device. I prefer Ubuntu, but other ones also work. You can run it on a virtual machine if you don't want to completely switch operating systems. So first we're going to open in terminal and make a new file. I think a simple hello world program will do for now. So we're going to do cat hello.asm. Control C to stop. And by the way, before we start, make sure you have bindutils and NASM installed. So sudo apt install, install NASM, and I already have it installed. But you also have to do sudo apt install bindutils. That installs everything you need to compile the ASM file. All right, so now we're gonna open Nano and edit hello.asm, and here's the start of the code. Remember, in assembly and other low-level programming languages, you have to initialize the variables before actually using them. So we're gonna make a section.data, and that just says, hey, here's a section where we initialize our variables. And then I guess I'll just make our message db hello world, comma, and then I'm going to do an OXA after it because that's the hexadecimal for the new line character, because we have to enter a new line before exiting. And then next, remember, we got to have something to feed into the the EDX register, which deals with the message length. So we're gonna do MSG length for the message length, and EQU to equal. And we're gonna use this weird character thing, $sign with a hyphen, and then MSG. That just means let this variable equal the length of message. Alright, so now all that's done with, we gotta do a section dot text. This is where our actual code goes. And then before we do that, there's another step, a global start. And then we do start. And now we actually start it. Alright, so now we have our start file, that's our start function, or rather. So we're gonna do move EAX. And then what are we going to move into EAX? Right, because we got to write out the file, or the string. Sorry, I keep saying file. Okay, now we hit enter and move EBX, and we're going to use our main shell, so that's 1. And then move ECX, and what are we moving into ECX? The data, right? And that happens to be MSG. And then how much memory are we allocating to this? Well, that's the length of the message, which is stored in the variable message length. So we do move EDX MSG LEN. All right, and now after that, we gotta hit enter, on our program, or say run. So we have to hold the in function for interrupt, and 0x80 for calling the kernel. This will be like having that semicolon in C or C++ programs. Sort of like, okay, run this program. I got all my values entered in, hit enter. That will also be like the return function on a TI-84 or something like that. All right, so we got our print thing done, so it will print hello world. But then it's going to give us a ton of errors because we didn't exit properly. So now we have to exit the program. So we do move EAX, and we do 1 for exit, and move EBX 0 because it doesn't really matter because we're just exiting the program. And then now we call int OX80 again for calling the kernel. Now we can save this program and get ready to run it. So I'm gonna save. How do you exit? Control X, I think. All right, there we go. We can do ls to make sure it's all there. All right, so now we gotta actually compile, link, and run our program. So we're gonna paste in this code, nasum-f elf hello.asm, which is the name of our file. Hit enter. That should be done. Now, we gotta type in this code. Hold on, give me a sec. Paste it in. You gotta memorize it. ld-m elf underscore i386 -s-o hello, which will be the name of our final executable, and then hello and then hello.o, which is made by the compiler. Hit enter now. And then we run our program because, see, we just compiled everything to hello. So we do /hello to run it, hit enter, and boom, it just outputs hello world. Alright guys, I hoped this video helped you understand ASM a little more. If it gave you any information at all or helped you understand it at all, please like and subscribe. It's free. Supports my channel. I'm trying to push to 100 subscribers by the end of this year. So thank you.